the first full day of spring here on Q13 Fox News this morning. Soda, sports drinks, fruit juices, they all taste great. They help us get through the day, but the amount of sugar in them could kill you.
A new study by researchers at the Harvard School of Public Health find that 1 in 10 deaths in people who are obese caused by sugary drinks. And joining us this morning to talk more about the study, Purdy, a registered dietitian and clinical supervisor at the Bastyr Center of Natural Health in Wallingford. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
This is this is very scary. According to the study, 180,000 deaths worldwide every year can be linked to sugary drinks. What's your take on that?
Well, I'm actually not that surprised. There have been numerous studies over the past 10 years that have linked the consumption of these sugar-sweetened beverages to heart disease and cancer. And there are many more people who are drinking these sugar beverages and in large quantities. And there's so much sugar in them. You know, close to 10 grams of sugar, 10 teaspoons of sugar in a 12-ounce can of soda or sugar-sweetened beverage. And that's a lot for the body to take on. It can be very detrimental to your health.
The study also mentions that the U.S. ranks number 3 in deaths linked to these beverages. Are these things really, truly like addictive? Like we need to have them?
Well, sugar actually stimulates the brain's reward center. So it's very easy for us to crave sugar and then to want more sugar. And actually, a lot of these beverages are formulated to make you addicted to them because they taste good and they make you feel good immediately. And the flavors are created to create more desire to have more of these actual drinks.
Okay, well, yeah, I know some people that will drink a big gulp. I mean, that's like their standard thing. They always have a big gulp in their hand. How much soda is too much soda?
Well, I think it depends on the person, and the idea is to minimize it as much as possible because it will have a negative effect on your waistline. So I would say, you know, if you're at 3 sodas a day, see if you can get it down to 1 soda a day. If you're at 1 soda a week, see if you can get it down to 1 soda every other week. The idea is to minimize the amount of soda that we're taking in and sugar-sweetened beverage drinks in general. They're huge amounts of calories. Calories lead to weight gain, which leads to obesity, which is directly linked to cancer and cardiovascular disease.
Okay, but there are a lot of people who are going to look at this study and listen to what you're saying and say, great, I'll just switch to diet. Or this study doesn't affect me because I drink diet.
Right.
Are there dangers associated with that? Because it's not real sugar, but they're sweetening it with something.
True. Lots of studies have actually come out recently that don't show any relationship between diet soda and weight loss. So what diet sodas can often do with these artificial sweeteners is confuse the brain center into not necessarily recognizing the signals of feeling full or feeling hungry. So inevitably, when you have diet soda, you usually end up consuming more calories. It actually alters your metabolism and your ability to recognize hunger and full signals.
Okay, so what about the legislation that we've been talking about of late? Mayor Michael Bloomberg in New York City trying to ban sugary drinks. That was overturned in court. Now Mississippi coming out and say you cannot ban sugary drinks in our state, and that is the #1 state in the country in terms of obesity. What do you think about that idea of limiting people's sugar intake?
I think people have an issue with it because it's about constitutional rights to be able to eat whatever you want or drink whatever you want. However, I do think we have a responsibility to minimize the marketing around the sodas and the sugar-sweetened beverages, which these companies are spending billions of dollars on. Additionally, our government helps to subsidize a lot of the products like corn, which is used in high-fructose corn syrup, which is in a lot of these sodas and drinks. So if we try and ban soda, that's not going to go over well. But if we continue to educate people and to minimize the amount of soda that we're consuming and maybe work on advertising and how much of that is going towards children, I think we can maybe come up with a solution at some point.
Purdy from Bastyr, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good to have you this morning.